Good morning, Scorpio. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm Nicole. Scorpio, your weekend read. I think today is February 7th, maybe. So the 7th through the 9th, 10th, we'll give it a little leeway. We'll play with some days and times there. I hope you all are doing well and fantastic. As always, thank you for all of your likes, shares, subscribes, comments, the way you support the channel, the donations that some of you have made to the channel as well. Thank you so kindly for that. Personal reads are open and available, so that information can be found in the description box. There's an email. Reach out to me. We'll get you set up with your appointment. And channel members, video coming out for you here soon. I hope that you are doing well as well. Hope you're doing well as well. There we go. All right, Scorpio, let's jump into this. I'm going to tell you, and I don't know if it pertains to your reading or not, but I was putting some cards away earlier, right before I sat down to do this, and something a little strange happened. And I'm curious to see if it comes up, but I'm going to tell you, like, things could be going theoretically well. But Scorpio, every time you do well, every time, there's Spirit's using the term obstacle, but I feel like it's somebody trying to lay some obstacle in front of you. So just be aware. I think you pretty much know how this goes. You've been doing this for far too long, right? So see what's going on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, what Spirit wants you to know, what comes up in the cards. Scorpio, I feel somebody could be giving you some sort of directional advice. I think some advice is very beneficial. I think that there's another side to that, though, that somebody else on top of that else, right, could be giving you a little bit of slack about something. I'm not quite sure, or you could be anticipating it. So let's see what's happening here. All right, Spirit, for Scorpio, the 7th, 8th, 9th, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for Scorpio. Remember, this may not happen that specific day. Everybody's on different timelines, but the energy is still the same. All right, Spirit, for Scorpio. Let's see what's going on here. Pollution, noisy. The dog's got her bone, so there's that. All right. For Scorpio, please, Spirit. All right. Intuition, Scorpio, on Friday, the intuition card, letting go, surrendering, open up to things of the divine's practice. Spirit is saying it's kind of like, I don't know, I believe in the art of surrender, personally, right? Like when we learn to let go of old thought patterns, old ideas, old belief systems, old, attachments to things, people, places, all of this stuff, we're opening ourselves up for a lot more to come in for us, right? We're kind of like opening that heart space. We're in flow with the universe. All things, I don't say all things are rainbows and butterflies, right? But we start to unpack a lot of shit. And when that is happening, like, your intuition is going to kick in even more. So you could be seeing signs, symbols, synchronicities. You could be getting a feeling about something. I said you could be anticipating somebody to give you some slack about something. You've got a real beautiful case of the fuck it, but in a very demure kind of way, Scorpio, this weekend. Because it's like, I knew this was coming. I knew this was going to be a thing, or I had an inclination around this or that. And if it feels repelling to my soul, then I'm going to repel it, right? It's like you're paying attention to what feels right within you. I don't know, how do I put it? You're just paying attention to how you feel in a moment of interaction or people or anything, right? Like, and also some things, Scorpio, like some of you could be readers, right? You could be more intuitive. You could work in this, this line of work, if that's what we want to call it. And trusting your intuition, needing to trust your intuition more and more as time goes on. There's a lot, Spirit's saying there's a lot of variables here about certain things too. But, you're leaning more into that spiritual side this weekend of, maybe asking for faith, hope, abundance, divine. Listen, you're protected. You are protected. Saturday's card, divine intervention, serendipity, catalyst, karmic kind of moment. The gold, the Scorpio, the gold, the crown in your hands. People it's such an easygoing feeling, even as I say this, right, Scorpio? The energy that comes in with you sometimes can be very heavy, like, holy shit, here we go again. But this to me is like, you have brought yourself to such a place of internal peace. Maybe not the whole way around, right? But with certain situations, like finding acceptance of things and going, okay, no matter how this plays out, no matter what happens, I'm protected, I'm blessed, I'm gonna be good. And that's how this feels to me. There's something, no, we're not doing this right now. Sorry, dog. All of these things are bringing you to highlight the work that you've done on yourself, the work that you've done maybe in your 3D existence, right? It's like you are starting to master a beautiful part of yourself. And I personally, I enjoy Buddhism. That's my thing. I'm not Buddhist, but that's what I lean more towards. This is like, when I think about that realm for me, when I study it and I look into it and I understand it, it brings such a peaceful way of being to my existence. So there could be something, hey, what is your problem? That brings in such a peaceful way of existence for you that allows you to calmly feel like you're in tune with everything. Your crown chakra too could be very wide open at this time, mastering certain skill sets. And this divine intervention is like, I don't want to say, Scorpio, like you're untouchable, right? But in one way, you really are untouchable. People outside of you could do things, say things, be a certain way, and you're not letting that rattle your cage, right? You're not letting it shake you up. You're not letting it do anything to you. And the way I could use this as an example. Yesterday, I was on a couple of things on the phone, and I've seen a lot of political posts. And I'm like, it's like literally like the eye emoji, right? And you got the popcorn in hand and you're like, wow, like this is what people are doing. They're arguing with each other. Like, why are we being that way? And I had to kind of laugh, and that sounds maybe a little bit cruel, but I wasn't going to obviously, get involved in that. But it was just the idea of like, I had no reaction. You know what I mean? I hope that's making sense of the example that I'm using. But it's like, wisdom being at the bottom of that. Like, knowing better, knowing what to engage in, knowing what not to engage in, and knowing that everything is going to be fine at the end of the day. Even if you have no idea how it's going to be fine, you just know that it is. It's kind of like, shrug your shoulders, shrug it off, dust it off your shoulder, right? Like the whole thing. All right, for Sunday. And I may have to pause this for a second because I don't know what her problem is here. Actually, the depravity card. Hold on a minute here. Adjust. I love this card. It's like Grateful Dead. I don't know. It's so hippie. I love it. Adjust. Adapt, accommodate, compensate, balance. Scorpio, you're looking fabulous. Now, however, when I was shuffling, I seen there's a card sticking out here. I'm pretty sure. There it is. It is sitting in the deck upright. Depravity. We're going to address that. Give me 1 second. I'm going to take care of this doggy issue. Finances. Scorpio, finances. All right, and then we'll continue on. So give me 1 second. Okay, Scorpio, let's carry on here. Goodness. The dog. She's always a thing. Anyhow. All right, let's get into it. So the depravity popped out, and I said it was kind of sitting in the upright. Well, it was sitting in the upright, but flipped up in the deck, and I don't know where that came from. But there it is. So I'm going to sit it off to the side. Underneath the bottom of the deck, pollution and finances and nothingness. Scorpio, if you feel, I don't know, like, let's just say this, right? You have gone from rags to riches. And I think I remember saying something like that to you in the past. Like, see, you might have some Taurus placement. Maybe you're dealing with a Taurus. That card that popped out earlier that I was saying about before this video began was the Venom card. And that popped out in Taurus's reading, and I think in Aries. There's some very key significant pieces to this. So you could have Aries, Taurus in your north or south node. You could be dealing with one of those signs. You could have those significant placements in your top four, being your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. So Scorpio, I don't feel like this is that energy is you, okay? But it's like what was dirty, what needed to be washed away. And I remember saying, I think it was in Taurus's video, like dirty something. It was real weird. And it's like there could have been a lot of problems. There could have been like money laundering. There could have been some serious financial concerns in the past. Whatever that is, with this intuition, divine intervention, and adjust, I don't know what it is about this energy, but it's big. It's a big energy. And I feel like you've moved away from that. Like you had the hindsight now, the foresight before to know that there were things you had to get away from because it was affecting your finances, it was affecting your ability to live, survive. It's like you're coming clean is what Spirit is saying. You're coming clean. Whatever that means, you're coming clean. So maybe you're being honest about something. Maybe you've cleaned up your life, right? There's a lot to the way this shows up. This depravity to me is like somebody who's looking at you going, what the fuck, Scorpio? What have you done? Like this, whatever you have worked on for yourself, I'm going to go so far as to say the past Spirit's saying specifically 5 to 6 months, but also potentially like 5 to 6 years, because I don't feel like this happened overnight. But whatever somebody saw you as, like their definition of who you were as a person, you have completely changed the game. Like they're looking at you like you're an alien, Scorpio. Like this is not how I've labeled Scorpio in the past. This is to come. See, something hasn't yet happened, Scorps. I don't know why we're bringing it up this weekend, but this could be that intuition talk and you going, how do I address this? Because I know it's coming. Like there's some tie there that makes, like it's going to make for this situation to happen. But this has been planned out by the universe. This has been divine orchestration, Scorpio. That divine intervention and there's a divine timing. Those two cards have popped out, I'm going to call it religiously for you in the past couple of weeks. And this is this big spiritual turning point, not just a 3D experience turning point, Scorpio. This is that spiritual uplifting, releasing this stuff. And I'm going to tell you, you've had to learn to go internal to adjust who you were, what you belonged to in the past, what you were connected with and to and from. Again, going from money problems to fortune, rags to riches, life changing in every level. Now, when we talk about rags to riches, yes, we can talk about the pentacle. And I do think that with this read, that's a lot of it, because it's like whatever this past thing was, that is showing up right now as needing to be addressed here in the very near future. It had to do with money. It had to do with a 3D material world. Great, fine, right? But Scorpio, that was like where you were versus where you are. Okay, that's the big difference here, is where you were to where you are, and furthermore, Spirit, to where you're going. Thank you, Spirit. So with that, you've done this, again, the spiritual work, right? When you get into alignment with yourself, when you are, it's like checks and balances, Scorpio, like check myself, balance it out, check myself, balance it out on a spiritual plane. Then you are able to go, okay, I belong to that. It's like, what is that? We belong. Was that Cyndi Lauper, I think? I mean, music has just been crazy coming in for me lately. We belong, right? It's like you belong. It's not the we, it's the you, Scorpio. And this we, this other person or situation attached to you from the past is like, wait a minute. This is a we, Scorpio. Even if you're not like with this person, solely connected to this person, like somebody else is like attaching what you've been able to do for yourself to like them. Like they're like, that's mine, Scorpio. Greedy sons of bitches. Call it for what it is. Greedy as F, right? Like it's a whole thing. Here you are, staying in your own lane, doing the thing, doing all the things that you need to do for yourself. And everybody going, well, it's like, can you imagine like people who become like rich and famous? We'll just use as an example. And, they went to some little rinky-dink high school, and next thing you know, those people are coming out of the woodwork. Well, I've known Scorpio since we were 5 years old, and I remember being their best friend, and somehow, I don't even know why this is the example, but okay, word gets back around. Like, Scorpio is doing great. Scorpio is living a good life. Scorpio is happy. Scorpio is all these things. So from the outside perspective, everything in life is just beautiful for you, Scorpio. And this person, this situation, wants to attach itself to your success somehow. It's like, yeah, we talked. Yeah, we hung out for like 2 years, and then everybody went their separate ways. It's like, what did you have to do with that, right? It gives me that feeling of like somebody going, well, I've known Scorpio since this. Now look at them, like, we're friends. Are they friends with you? Now they want to play nice with you? Your intuition, your sixth sense, Scorpio, is going, I knew this day would come. I knew this day would come, and here it is. Okay, now, Spirit's saying in a nanosecond it could all change. Be careful. I'm going to say to you, like, that's to me is like a little bit of a warning. Like, don't let dirty dogs back into your space, right? Because when you do, everything that you've worked so hard for could be taken away. Because there are things, blessings that you have that, not that you could lose it all overnight. I mean, you could, right? Anything is possible. But it's like, there's enough to go around for everybody, right? So just because you're doing well and that person doesn't have X, Y, and Z, and this isn't just financially, Scorpio, this is your spiritual abundance, your sense of self, all of the things that you've worked on, not just in your material world. Some things aren't supposed to be shared with those people. They need to figure it out. It's like somebody riding your coattails, right? Like, they've got to do the work. They've got to put it in. They can't just live off of what you have managed to create for yourself. So I feel like, you know, it's like somebody would come in a split second, Scorpio, and try to attach themselves to that 1717 on the clock. So be careful. Be careful of this. This could also present as, you know, same devil, different face, right? So this could be somebody new in your life, but I do feel like there's a connection to the past, more so of familial or people you were tied to who all of a sudden go, oh, look at what you managed to do. So I don't know what you're doing, Scorpio, but kudos to you, whatever that doing is. But just be aware. Be aware. All right, this Seven of Cups comes out with this intuition. So clearing up any confusion. Listen, make sure you're trusting your intuition. Stop fighting an internal battle with yourself on Friday. So you could kind of be going back and forth on some things, trying to figure it out, but you know that successful conclusions are just around the corner, and trusting in that, right? So there could be fine details, Spirit is saying, that are being worked out at this time. Competition, like how do we get from this point to that point? So I feel like you're working on something that's pretty big for you. When you're trying to trust that. You're also cleaning up any confusion that felt like you were embattled with yourself over specific places, people, situations. That seems to be coming up from the subconscious. Pay attention to your dreams as well. Okay, sorry, I need to look at that real quick. So just know, like, you're starting to weed out some doubt. You're weeding out the things that you've been in conflict with within yourself. Nine of Cups there. Okay, one more card for the Spirit. Strength card. Scorpio, you're doing King of Pentacles. I said Taurus energy. That's Taurus for me. Leo, you could be dealing with a Leo. Scorpio, though, I don't think you are. I see Leo's energy, and I've seen this last year about this time, and it carried on through the majority of last year up until about the last quarter of the last quarter of the year of 24. I feel like you're embodying Leo energy. Okay, I feel like you're learning when to be calm, you're learning when to be patient, you're learning self-mastery in the midst of this. You're feeling more confident in your ability to handle the internal strengths and weaknesses that you've had over the years. and Spirit is like guiding you that this is where you're supposed to be, this is where you're going, feeling very secure within yourself, as you should be, Scorpio, as you should be. Okay, so Spirit is saying, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it for you. All right, let's get one of these. All right, furthermore to Friday, Scorpio, everything that goes around comes back around, right? It's okay to, I had a conversation with somebody else saying, wear your heart on your sleeve. It's making me think of that. To change the way in which you've done things, but also not to make yourself a target either, is what I want to call that. So, and as I said, Venus, beloved, there's your heart, right? The Venus is that loving energy, midhaven. Not only are you going places and getting to places in the 3D experience, Scorpio, you're going internally, right, to master that loving energy that is you. And this is going to close out a big cycle in your life. I know we talk about these cycles continuously, but it's about the partnerships, the collaborations that you've had with others. Like, you get to see like a big change. Like, I don't know, maybe you talk to, oh God, I'm going to sound so judgy, and I don't mean it this way at all. Oh God, let me really think about how I'm going to say this for a second, because the way Spirit is just like very blunt, and I'm not trying to sugarcoat things, but I'm also not an asshole. So, and I'm not saying that my guides, Spirit, you're an asshole by any means, but they don't have any feelings. So, you know, that's just the way it is. We as humans have feelings and get butthurt just because we can. So let's put it this way. You may have hung out, been around people who were lower vibrational, people who struggled with finances, status, the way they felt about themselves. You know, they could have come from homes of, I don't know, just shitty home places, unfortunately, and they've made a choice to kind of follow that same energy, right? Maybe not doing much for themselves, woe is me, all those things. Scorpio, it's like you may have talked to, hung out with those kind of people. They could have been involved in things that were really not good. Now, all of a sudden, you're finding that your connections are very different. Like, maybe they're more spiritual people, right? Maybe they're more open-minded people. Maybe they're millionaires. I don't know, right? Like, you know, they say you are what you hang out with, right? You lay with dogs, you get fleas. Scorpio, this is like you're starting to deal with people or connect with people that are more heartfelt, that they're not sitting in this idea of depravity and wanting something from you. They just show up because they want to do something. They want to be a part of something with you because they see you, not because they're trying to gain what you've got. They're just there to be there because they enjoy you. And you know, a part of that is you know, I could say wearing your heart on your sleeve, or needing to wear your heart on your sleeve, but just to show this very much more loving and softer side of yourself that maybe a lot of people haven't seen from you in a long time. But you're working through that via the self. Now, I do feel like there's a second message with this intuition card for Friday. So we're going to jump into that too. I don't know why. Like, I feel like there's a couple things here, Scorpio, hanging out in the ethers, and this may require a couple videos. Who knows, right? This intuition. 9 of Cups, Hangman. It's okay to rest this weekend. It's okay to take your time on something. The time will be bought. So I don't know what that means for you. You could be, the way I see it too, is like you could be, I don't know, maybe you're booking a tarot reading, so that time is bought, right? You could be getting a massage, that time is bought. You could be getting your hair done, that time is bought, right? You're paying for that slot of time in a way. But I think that spirits, there are details, the moon and the sun, there's some details that are being worked out, I said earlier, behind the scenes. And everybody can just sit back for a minute and go, okay, let's just get through the weekend, let the weekend kind of go by, and then Monday, we move forward. Monday, it's all systems a go. All, you know, the horses are zooming, right? It's shotgun. Whew, we're off to the races. That's the word I was looking for. So, whatever this has to do with too, Scorpio, you could just be kind of like internalizing something, but not in a bad way. Like letting some things rest, seeing it through a different lens, getting comfortable with whatever this new approach is too, because that hangman is suspension, right? It's also getting a different view on something, so needing to sit with that different view and getting more comfortable with that. You know, I find it beautiful that the intuition card comes out and we also have the moon. That is our subconscious. This card of intuition specifically states the subconscious. So there's a lot of feeling for you related to something specific at this time. Spirit's giving you the time to digest what is happening for you at this moment, okay? So there's that second message. All right, let's go back. Let's start here, go to Saturday. If I could, I'm just like, ooh, I'm so amped up, I don't even know why. Divine intervention, serendipity, catalyst, karma. What is this divine intervention about for Scorpio on Saturday? If you had a hesitancy in something, Scorpio, do know, like they're giving me the divine timing as well, do know that everything is working out in that divine timing. This intervention of sorts that is happening for you, both on a physical and ethereal realm, is been to highlight, like, look at this beautiful burst of light. Look at this, the sun on the bottom as I look at that. Golden ray of light, Scorpio, and spirit. Ooh, golden ray of light. I think that's in this deck. Hold on, let me look, because they're telling me to address what is on that card. Let me see. These cards stick together, so give me a second here. They're not super... Where is it? I'm pretty sure it's this one. I know I'm kind of all over, but bear with me here. Bear with me, please and thank you. There's a golden... And I think that card has come out for you before, Scorpio. When I was using this deck pretty regularly there for a while, it was something different I wanted to do for you. Golden ray of light. Oh my goodness. Where's it at? Spirit, they come in with crazy diamond sun body. Golden ray of light. No, that's in the Oracle deck. We'll get to it. Okay, I know what deck that's in now. It's the Light Workers deck. Okay. Golden ray of light. That's... I know. I'm so sorry. So sorry, but bear with me. There's a reason for this. I'm sure of it. Sure of that. I'm trusting Spirit's guidance here. As always. Golden ray of light. Where's that? Second ray. Golden ray of light. Christ consciousness as well, Scorpio. Bear with me. Ray of light. Literally at the very end. Reassurance of the golden light, Scorpio. And I'm going to read this to you. It's important. I want to show this to you. There you go. There's that card right there. Beautiful. She's saying prayers to the heavens. 36 is a 9 as well. So that is the ending of a chapter, right? This is an ending of a cycle, a closure that's been needing to complete in your mind for some time. So it says the golden light comes to you as a gift of grace and reassurance. It is an embrace from the universe, an expression of divine comfort, and a sign of hope. And that hope card kept coming out for you too. When the golden light appears, it is a sign that everything in your life, even the most troubling matters, is going to work out perfectly. They are held in the graceful hands of the divine and will be resolved more swiftly and beautifully than you might expect. The golden light is a very real phenomenon, although you may only perceive it when you are particularly relaxed and your clairvoyance is already developed. There it is. However, whether you see it physically or not, it is real and powerful. If you could see it clairvoyantly, it would look similar to the golden rays of the setting sun. Do you see your sun card, Scorpio? The same warm, loving glow is cast over your heart and mind when the golden light is shining upon you. If you are in a room when it comes upon you, you will wonder if a light has been switched. As the glow is as noticeable as if a lamp had been placed in your room, its warmth illuminating the space. In truth, grace and divine assistance are always there for the asking, but there are times when we are in need of extra support. During such times, ironically enough, we can forget to ask for help. Perhaps you are struggling with a particularly difficult time in an initiation or a challenging choice that lies before you. Or maybe you have taken a leap and you just need to know that you're doing doing the right thing, and somehow, even though you don't feel in control of what is happening, it is going to work out. When the golden light is given to you, it is freely done so, as a gift from the heart of the universe. It is letting you know that you are a child of the universe and you are dearly loved. It is reminding you that on the path, the struggle to continue with trust, patience, faith, and courage can seem almost overwhelming. However, the universe is with you, supporting, loving, and believing in you every step of the way. You are not alone, you are never forgotten, and you are always loved and encouraged to take your journey. You are reminded that the universe is smiling upon you. I love it. I love that for you, Scorpio. I love that for you. It's absolutely beautiful. So we're going to leave that there and we're going to carry on here. All right, what else, Spirit, with this divine intervention? Four of Pentacles. It's okay to let go. It's okay to move on. There could be some things to Scorpio, tangibly, metaphorically speaking, that you have kind of held on to for the sake of security. It's never been secure to begin with. That's the crazy thing. You got accustomed to that lower vibrational way of living, like some of the people that you had engaged with, right? I don't want to say there's a different class of people, because I believe we're all the same. But it's where we choose to put our energy, where we choose to place our energy and what we invest in. And the investment here, Scorpio, is for you to be in that higher vibrational standpoint. It's like the people that, maybe they like drama, they like craziness, and that's just like, you know what, I don't want to hear any more about it. I don't care. It doesn't affect me. It's none of my business, right? It's just like you are disconnecting from these lower vibrational things, and it's like you're letting go of that, and you're imagining Page of Cups, Queen of Wands, more intuitive energy here, Scorps. You're just imagining a life of like where pigs really do fly, right? This card's got a little piggy flying on it. When pigs fly, Scorpio, in your world, pigs do fly. Dogs carry umbrellas. Cats can sing and dance on their hind legs and do a line dance. Like in your world, anything is possible. And allow yourself to imagine that creative flow. Fly with the pigs. I mean, I don't even know how else to put that. Like, it's just this imaginative space of, other people might tell you you're crazy, right? They could say, there's no way this, and this is going to work. Like, and as I go to even say that to you, like, I almost feel like Spirit shut me down going, shut up. Like, don't even say that. So when people are saying these things, or it even starts out of their mouth, you could be interrupting them and going, shh, no. We don't talk about Bruno, right? Like, we don't talk about this here. We're not even going to put that into the ethers. Spirit doesn't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. It doesn't vibrate with me. I'm good. This intervention is like, Scorpio, I've said it a lot, like you coming online. You stepping into this beautiful space of yourself that just goes, I'm open. I'm open to receive. I'm open to feel. I'm open to create. I'm open to imagine. I'm open to just let go of everything that I've held on to. It could be a place. It could be a person. It could be a feeling, right? It's all sorts of things. And this is where you start to this adapt, this accommodate, to compensate, like replacing, I don't know, maybe you decide you eat Doritos every day. You decide to switch it out for celery and peanut butter. I don't know. You're making those fine-tune adjustments, and know that if you feel like you're not sure what these adjustments look like, you're going to figure it out every single step of the way. Rome was not built in a day. You didn't make all the things happen in your life overnight. It's going to be a process. Spirit, divine faith, divine trust, divine hope, divine abundance as a result. Stay in that vibrational. Spirit is saying it's a need for you right now to stay in that. So I love this energy for you. I think it's absolutely spectacular. All right, this is a big change for you. Some of you spiritually, some of you in the 3D, some of you it's a mix of the two. It's having one foot in both worlds and watching everything around you change. Enjoy the change. All right, this divine intervention, Spirit. Couldn't make it up if I wanted to. I swear to the stars. Look at that. I said this is divine change. What comes out? change. I love it. And I'm going to say to you, tarot, it's beautiful. Oracle, it's beautiful. The cards are beautiful. When you can speak it, and then the cards come out following that to support everything that I just said. This is welcome, Scorpio. You're well. Look at this home. Your home life could be changing. The things that you've needed to heal around home and family. You're arriving, Spirit is saying, at conclusions about those things. This could be the way you parent, the way you live, the structure of your day, your relationships with people. But Scorpio, you're changing. I got the chills, God. Oh, goodness. You are changing. And it's a beautiful change. It's a much needed change. It's a welcome change for where you're headed. You're so ready for this. Whatever this is for you, whatever that big thing is that's going on in your life right now, it's like you could see that like this big 3D thing is happening in your world. And then all of a sudden, this divine intervention is like, by the way, this, and this is going to go on in a very magical fairy dust kind of way. Watch how it supports what you are creating. You may not understand it quite yet. There may be more to come. Spirit, to be continued. Thank you. But you know that there's more magic to this. I mean, you look at this Queen of Wands. Look at her hand. Look at that. She's pumping out. She is calling down from the ethers all of the wonderful things. She is connected to all of the universe. And by way of that, she is able to just flow magic out her other hand. She's like, watch what I can create. Watch what comes to be. Look what I've been able to do. Your hands could be tingling. Your hands could just need, it's like you've got the Reiki, you got your hand chakras for Reiki, right? Like, rub those suckers together. Play with that energy. Feel the energy that comes through. You, Spirit is saying, you are a life force energy, Scorpio, to be reckoned with. You're getting ready to leave a lot of people in the dust. I told you, the weekly, stay calm and carry on. Scorpio, stay calm and carry on. That hasn't changed. Another chapter to that whole phase, right? So, in the Hierophant, like, you're so connected. You're so connected, and your intuition, I mean, this weekend could be all about you just becoming more enlightened to the attunement of your guides, of your spiritual side, of you just opening up and feeling footloose and fancy free to just enjoy, to dance, to play, to sing. It's all in your hands, Scorpio. It's all in your hands. I just, Scorpio. I love this for you. This is beautiful. All right, let's see. Adjust. What is this adjust about? Spirit, accepting this change. Accepting whatever this change is for you, Scorpio. People are going to be willing to work with you, the Hermit. I just heard I've learned so much. I've learned so much. Lots of cards here, too many. I'm going to put them back in, but the Hermit coming out, Virgo energy. So Virgo, South Node, right now. It's not about the tangible necessarily. It's about, learning to love, Spirit, learning to love again, right? Learning to step into something beyond the 3D world, those things we have to touch, feel, and see. Some things you can't see, Scorpio. You have to trust them. You have to believe in those. Spirit just said it's all coming together. The devil, Spirit, the devil, the Chariot, Cancerian energy, Three of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in, King of Pentacles. There could be a small roadblock to something. I don't feel like it's anything major though, Scorpio. I really don't. I don't think this is anything to be concerned about on Sunday. You may be doing some traveling over the weekend. Other people, pay attention. Other people could be trying to intervene. This devil was like, hey, instead of you going that way, why don't you stay here? Like, somebody might have something to say about your travels or what you should be doing, where you should be going, all of the things. No, thank you. No, thank you. You may be visiting somebody of a, I'm going to call it high. They show up as like some authoritative position in your life. So I don't know, anybody you give any kind of power to in any way, like, I don't know. I feel like you're looking over, reviewing things, bringing something together, creating life. Scorpio, you could have been through like 3 new chapters this week. Crazy, right? Like going through some highs and lows, and this is good and then it's not, and then it's good and then it's not. Like finding your course of action, taking the course of what you're being guided to do. Let me see this devil. What is this devil specifically about? Let's narrow him down. The Hangman, your own mindset, Scorpio. Your own mindset. Stay in a positive mindset. I think you're leaving that devil part of you, those toxic parts of you, the obsessive parts of you behind. Something is balancing out here for you so that you're getting ready to make a move. Okay, 10 of Wands, laying those burdens down. I love this with her. She's like, I got all I need and I'm out. Carry on. Scorpio, carry on, carry on, carry on. Some of you could be traveling. Be careful. Everything going, you could carry on bags, right? Spirit, carry on with the life you want to create, Scorpio. I don't know what y'all are doing, but I love it. I love it. I love what you're doing right now, because if it's lighting you up and it's inspiring you, and you, even if you're having moments of self-doubt, they're temporary. Get your mind back in check. Get back into your heart and get the hell out of your head. Don't join people in their fuckery. Just don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. All right. Let's get another card out for that. And I'm going to check these finances, and then I really want to dive into this depravity. I know we're like super long into this, but vision. Oh, Neptunian energy, the 10th house authority. I said for Sunday, you could be going to meet with somebody of authority, 10th house. It's like you're dotting I's and crossing T's on everything, Scorpio. But your vision, your foresight is becoming clear. Like, you know what you need to do. You're clearing out the gunk from within, clearing out the gunk in your life on a physical level. You could be like, you got to go. I don't want to talk to you. This needs to be purged. I don't need that. We need things neat, clean, and tidy around here. Like, movement is coming, Scorpio. Fast moving. The next 2 weeks, I think you're going to see things shift even more. And by the end of Mars retrograde, it's all systems a go. It's all systems a go, baby. Seriously. I love this for you. I love it. All right, this depravity spirit, what is this about? Who is this? What is this? Scorpio, they're sick of watching you succeed. Queen of Cups, 3 of Cups. Look at that. 7 of Swords. There is no, like, they're sick of watching you just carry on with life. Whoever, whatever this is, I've said this before, and I really do think in the grand scheme of things, and I feel this way about it too, is both intuitively and personally. When you watch somebody like fall from grace, it's sad. Because it's like they had the whole world in their hands at one point. They had every opportunity to do something. They could have been up and you could have been at the very freaking bottom sucking up dirt yourself. They had every opportunity to do right, but they made choices. Those choices are likely leading to their downfall right now, Scorpio. You have chose to walk in honor, integrity, honesty, perseverance, strength, the beautiful nature to the core of who you are. They don't understand. They have lied, they have cheated, they have stolen, they have talked about you, they have told lies about you, they have said a narrative about you that made them look good. The truth always reveals itself. I just see them being sucked out of your life. Like the power, that Venom card that I seen earlier before I opened this reading. I felt when I looked at that card, Scorpio, I was like, oh God, is this going to be for Scorpio? Is that why it's happening right before this read? But when I looked at it, I felt like it was like a spiral, like it was being sucked back. It was losing its grips. It was losing the power that it once had on whatever it was. And Scorpio, when I look at this depravity card, it's like somebody who has taken every shot at you, whether it's been verbally, mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever it's been. It's like you have put on a body of armor and nothing phases you anymore. You're just like, okay. Good luck with that. It is like the biblical sense of, turning the other cheek, Scorpio, every time somebody's done something shitty. Your ability to turn the other cheek has saved you from engaging in such hellish behavior of other people. You are uprising. You are glowing. You are standing in your own power. And this is a different sort of own power, Scorpio, than I think I've ever seen for you before. And it's gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Spirit said when you feel like you are free of a situation, even if it came with struggles, that's when you know you've been liberated. That's when you know that is your confirmation that this cycle has ended and you get to begin anew. What you do with the next one is totally up to you. But you've done the thing this whole time. And here you are. Congrats on turning the other cheek, Scorpio. You've done it right. This is your confirmation that you have done it right. Okay? I love this. This is beautiful. Now, because the finances card is out here, I'm going to be oh so nosy to see what is going on. Switch the decks. Note made, Spirit. What does Scorpio need to know about finances? Hero stories, just keep swimming. Scorpio, just keep working. Two of Swords, Queen of Cups. You may be doubting something if it comes to finances right now. What does Scorpio's finances look like right now? What do they need to know? The Fool. Scorpio, Seven of Pentacles. You're like, did I save enough? Did I do enough? Have I invested enough? Have I done all these things enough? Like, you're trying to be... It's like, what does this new start look like? So I don't know. Let's just say you started putting money into 401k or something, and you're like, shit, I'm doing $200 a month to that sucker, and now it's $200 less I have to buy groceries, and your legs are crazy expensive. How can I plan? So there's some financial planning, Scorpio, that I feel like is happening at this time. It's infinite potential, though. Spirit is also saying, like, this is the beginnings of something new. So again, you get to create whatever this looks like for you. Nine of Cups, wishes coming true, material success, yearning, abundance, happiness, enjoyment. Like, what does Scorpio's finances look like for the rest of February? Eight of Pentacles. I said keep working, didn't I? There it is. Aspirations, perfecting a craft, Scorpio. Two of Wands. I don't give a shit if you've got 2 cents in your bank account right now. Last week you had 2,000. Do not doubt what you are doing for yourself right now. Don't fucking doubt a thing. This is gorgeous. Just keep working. Just keep doing what you've been doing. If it's working, keep doing it. Swear to God. Eight of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. Before in the past, you may have been having some kind of creative block as well. Lack of progress, feeling like you were, getting beat up and burnt out and all of the things, right? It's like, boom, boom, here's this, here's that. I'm gonna slap you with this, slap you with that. Turn the other cheek, Scorpio. But what comes in the future, Eight of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles, the Death card. Liberation. And I'm going to make this clear, you have got to stay out of doubt. You've got to stay out of fear. You have got to believe in yourself. It's a choice. I can tell you, this is gorgeous. You're doing great things. Six of Wands there with the Page of Swords. Great news, information, positive things coming in for you. Just wait for it, Spirit said. Just wait for it. But I can tell you this, and I've seen so many in the comments in the past go, I have nothing left, I've been this, I've been that. Listen to me. You get to pick your path. Tarot doesn't dictate your life. Tarot guides you through life. There's a difference. You always have to make that choice. I said earlier, the people that you surround yourself with. That's what you're going to become. They could take it all away in a second if they are greedy and miserable and all of the things. They will siphon what is yours. You get to decide. That's the beauty of this life. You get to make those choices. You'll know when to share and when not to share. You'll know when to give and when not to give. Don't come in the comments and be like, I don't have this and this. What do you have right now that you didn't have yesterday? And if you have lost something, what do you want your future to look like? And start focusing on that instead of what has happened in the past. Your past is not defining you in this moment. Your vision for the future does. That Neptune energy, your vision, where are you going? What are you choosing? What do you want to see happen? Because right now, your world, Scorpio, is endless possibilities. You decide what to do with your endless possibilities. It's choice. It is always choice. In spirit, command respect, Scorpio. I don't care what the situation is, you command respect. Give respect and get respect. Okay? No advice needed. There it is. Scorpio, have a fantastic weekend. I love you all. I don't know what. You guys are amazing. Thank you for showing up the way that you do. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Remember, your possibilities, they're endless. In spirit, with love. Sign off from both of us. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Personal reads are open and available. That information can be found in the description box below. My email is in there. Get a hold of me. I look forward to talking to you. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Sending you love. Bye-bye.